Welcome to
Subject.
Generator. I'm William.
And this is Erik. Hi.
Why do you pronounce yourself? Why do you introduce yourself in third person? And this is Erik. This is William.
Because I like to introduce myself in third person. It makes myself seem more important. Even though I'm not.
Even though you're not. All right. Skål.
Skål. Because we're fancy like that.
And for you, Adam, this is not champagne. This is just some apple cider.
Yeah.
So, do you want to talk about the summer break?
Yes. It's extraordinary. This is my last, I think.
Yeah.
It depends on whether I get into the university that I'm
Applying for.
Exactly. But it's potentially my last summer break. Well, so that's sort of sad, really.
Yeah.
Because I always have such fond memories of summer break. It's always the best time of the year.
It is, indeed. My summer break until now has been working, playing games, producing music, and editing footage and music for the whole time. So
it's basically your you've got an immense amount of time of spare time.
Yeah. Well, not if you count those working hours.
Yeah, true. I've been working a bit too.
Don't choke.
No, don't worry. So I've been to Mallorca.
Oh, right. You
Yeah.
have.
So
How was it?
it was great. My family on my father's side were quite a big family.
Which part of Mallorca were you in?
A town called Alcudia.
Is that a western?
It's in the northeast, I think.
Northeast. Oh,
I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure someone will
up
tell
and
us.
right.
Up and right, yeah. I think that's it. So every couple of years or so, my family, my mother, my father, and my sisters, go along with my dad's 4 siblings and their families, as well as his parents, to somewhere, and then we enjoy each other's companies because my father's and our family will live in Gothenburg, and most of the others live in Stockholm, which is the capital of Sweden, and then yet another family, my uncle, they live in New Zealand. So we rarely get to see each other. And
You've been to New Zealand 2 times, right?
Once.
Yeah. But we talked about this when Felix was on the other podcast, when we were talking about which movie you wanted to be in. But you weren't at the Lord of the Rings sets that they filmed on.
No. I think that they actually, a lot of the sets, they actually built up, recorded, and then they took it down.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until they made The Hobbit that they actually kept it there for people to come and look at. So I don't think there was any... Well, I'm sure there was some kind of studio, here they recorded the green screen. That's good. But no. So back to Mallorca. We're still staying at this wonderful hotel. Great buffet. As I am a sucker for food, that's where I spent a lot of time.
Same.
So it's just 2 weeks spending time with each other, sunbathing, swimming.
Right, you when you were in New Zealand, you got to bathe with some like jellyfish.
Dolphin.
No, you had a jellyfish war.
No, that wasn't New Zealand.
That
was way back. That was in Sweden.
That was in Sweden?
Yes.
Oh.
My cousins, they picked up these little blue harmless jellyfish, and they started throwing it at each other.
Animal abuse.
They're hardly animals.
They aren't humans, so they are animals.
Well, they are animals, but they're 90% water, at least. I think it's more. They're basically the same water percentage as a cucumber.
That's like 95%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how much water there is in a jellyfish. So that's a ridiculous amount. But, well, we went to a few markets as well. Used the local buses to get around.
Sorry.
It was pretty sweet.
Yeah. Like the last time I went traveling outside of Sweden, it was when I went to Thailand like 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I haven't been anywhere except Sweden. Like I've been to many campsites, but not.
Weren't you in Italy just
Yeah.
a few years ago?
Oh yeah, that was like 4 or 3 years ago. But yeah, you still.
Yeah, a few years ago.
You get the thing.
Yeah.
So during the summer break, I was at Marstrand. It's a place.
Yeah, you told me about this.
Yeah, it's
great.
a place in Sweden where like.
It's a
people
little
go-
town.
It's a little town on. It's an island.
Well, it's a town because even on the on Kowan, it's still Marstrand.
Yeah.
But it's a town that's divided in the middle,
Yeah.
and the island is called Marstrand Island. So
Yeah. Well, I was on the big island.
yeah,
And we were. That's where I get the footage that I'm gonna edit. So my dad has a band, which also like they record stuff. So they wanted to record a concert on the most famous fucking get away. Bees, not the bees. So they wanted to record their concert while they were playing at the most famous restaurant on. It's called Shanti Shanti, and they filmed 2 sets on 2 days. So that makes it about 4 hours of recorded stuff with 4 cameras each time, which is 16 different angles, and the audio was split into 16 tracks. So 32 different tracks of video and music
for you to edit.
for me to edit. But it was a
Nice.
It was a blast. It was really fun.
Yeah, I watched some of the footage. It looked and sounded pretty great.
Yeah. And I didn't even no, wait, I played the audio tracks.
Yeah, you did.
But you can still hear the music from the GoPros.
Yeah, a bit.
So that was nice. I got to see Robin working because he works on that island in a store, which
That's
sells,
always nice.
They sell fish and basic like hot dogs and such. Cigarettes,
And that's why he was there.
basically. So we gave.
You didn't want to see Robin. You just wanted cigarettes.
He gave me discounts.
Oh, nice. That's very nice of him.
On
Robin,
his,
if you're watching this, good job.
on his account. Yeah, that was fun.
That's what friends are for. To give discounts on cigarettes.
Exactly. So I got some questions from some people who like watched the podcast.
Yeah.
And the first question I got was, "What are you addicted to?"
Yeah, that's him.
That's me in a nutshell.
Yes, it is. I'm addicted to sugar.
To sugar.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think I've fallen as far into it, the addiction, as many other people have. I'm not that fat, but it would probably still be classified as an addiction. It is.
It is.
It is. It is. But at least yours it's more dangerous.
In the long run.
In the long run.
By the way, for those who are listening on SoundCloud, we are currently sitting outside.
Yes. Yes.
It's an outside podcast.
It's great, actually.
Outsiders.
Yeah, if it's actually pretty great.
Like the sun is shining, blue sky.
We're sitting in the shade because it's too bloody hot otherwise.
Yeah, I would die if I sit in this sweater.
Yeah.
In the sun.
Yeah, tell them why you are wearing this sweater. Because I found it hilarious.
I'm so pale. There's a tractor.
So that was his father.
That was a tractor? Cut that shit, cut that.
Yeah.
Oh.
You were saying?
I got another question.
Okay.
What was your first job?
Ooh, my first job.
Like ever?
I think that would be... I worked at a kindergarten. Summer between like 8th and 9th grade. And the kids loved me. I happen to really like kids too. So it was a good combination there. But it was a very sweet job because I didn't have to do any of the heavy stuff or the difficult stuff. I just had to be there for them to play with. So that's what I did. I played with children all day long, and then I got paid for it. I love it.
This is going to be so boring because I had the same job at the same time.
Yeah.
So I have
Really?
I have nothing to say. I literally have the same job. Like you had it in the
a bit away.
Oh yeah, you were in Kärra.
I was.
I was in Säve.
You were. That's a bit unfortunate. For me, at least. I had to go.
No, it was really fun. Like, they had a guitar that I would play all the time for the kids to enjoy. And they always sang along.
Whether they knew the song or not?
Whether they knew the song or not, yes. Cheers.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, alright. I'll take a different job. Because...
Okay.
Talking about the same thing is boring. My second job was... No, it was painting, like, walls, like, houses and stuff. So, I was a painter.
That sounds so much more sophisticated than it actually was.
I'm a painter.
Yes, I was a painter.
You can call me Bob Ross. You don't know that, but they do.
So yeah, you don't know that, you uncultured asshole.
Yeah.
You guys know.
You don't watch Twitch.
I don't.
Exactly. So, recently, there's been a media thingy where people download an app.
Yes.
And walk around with their cameras
open. Phenomenon.
It's a phenomenon. Phenomenon.
And everyone that downloads this seem to have one goal. They seem to want to be the very best, like no one ever was.
And to catch them, is there a real test?
To train them would then be their cause.
And that is...
Pokemon Go.
I was talking about Killing Floor 2.
Okay.
Nah, I'm just kidding. It's Pokemon. It's Pokemon.
It's Pokemon. It's always fucking Pokemon.
It's so ridiculous because I saw a guy who was walking like in the city and he fell into the water because he was looking at his phone.
Really?
Yeah. Like it was in the middle of Gothenburg.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And like it's gone too far. Like
well, at that point you're addicted to it.
Yeah, and I downloaded the app just to see how good it is. Like if it was worth playing. And the first 2 days after fucking bees. The first 2 days after I got it, I couldn't open it because the servers were down all the time. Like literally in the first half hour in Sweden, how many people do you think downloaded the app? In the first half hour, 30 minutes.
First half hour.
30 minutes.
I'd say like 10,000 maybe?
500,000 people.
Damn.
In half an hour. And that's just in Sweden. Like we have a popularity of about 9 million people.
About
9.4 something.
So that's 1/18th of the population downloaded the app in the first half hour.
In the first half hour, that's ridiculous.
That is very ridiculous. But I can understand why, because I am a very big fan of Pokemon. I have not downloaded the app because I just don't want to go outside.
Wow.
Well, I have nothing against going outside. I just can't be bothered. I'm too lazy.
And the first Pokemon that I caught was a Bulbasaur, and he was sitting on my pizza. I was at a lawn party at Isaac's place.
Yeah?
And I was just curious to see if there were any Pokemons near me. And I just opened the app after I've got my pizza done. And there he was, sitting right on my fucking Hawaii. And...
That's a very
Since
nice...
then, I haven't opened the app. Literally, I just feel like I don't want to get caught in the mood.
I think that the app I'd probably enjoy the app, but I think it's one of those things where I'd get really into it for a while, and then I'd just stop, and then half a year later, I'd be like, why do I have this on my phone? Which is unfortunate because as I said, I do love Pokemon. My sister, she has it, and she was out with a friend on a poke hunt. I think it was yesterday. And I realized that even though she has the app and she actually uses it, I know more about Pokemon than she does. Surprise, surprise. So that's nice. I feel like I should be the guy who plays it a bit too much, but I don't play it at all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I'll probably pick it up at some point.
I don't feel like I want to.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna keep it this way.
But I'll say this. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it is.
It is. I mean, just purely ignoring the business side of it, it's great that it gets people to actually go outside.
By the way, did you see the article on Aftonbladet?
No,
There was an article about a guy who downloaded the app and played, and then he thought of, wait, if I have to walk like a long time and a long distance, he thought of the app that like for every 1,000 meters you walk, you donate an amount to charity.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Like he so many people downloaded both of those apps in the same day as Pokemon Go got released.
Yeah. I mean, these kind of apps, they really test people's ingenuity.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I saw someone who had taped a power bank and his phone to one of those little vacuum cleaning robots, and then attached it like that, put on Pokemon Go. Okay, go on. I'll go do something else. It's wonderful.
I don't think that works that way because they count the steps.
He was probably sad then.
Yeah. My friends were actually thinking about taking the boat out to the sea to catch some sea Pokemons. I was like, what the fuck are you going to do with those when you are done? Like nothing.
Nothing. But they get a wonderful boat trip. And it's a great experience.
Everybody's looking at their phones. That's no good boat trip.
Yes, it is. They're not going to look at their phones until they want to look for Pokemon. And when they're done, they're not going to look at their phones anymore.
They're searching for the Pokemons on the map.
And then they'll look for them. And when they go home, they'll have them.
Anyways.
I think you see more of a problem in that than I do.
All right. I got another question.
Oh, really? Go on.
Yes. Have you ever been in any YouTube videos? And you can't count this one.
No. Let's see. I don't think so.
None.
No, I don't think so.
I've uploaded some videos, but not like.
Well, yes, I know one that I was in.
Yeah,
and you were in it too.
Yeah, and Max.
Yes, and Max. We were playing Battlefield Heroes. If you don't know it, it's a pretty old game. You download it from the internet. And
This was
play it.
8 years ago, dude.
Oh, damn, that was a long time. It's a third-person shooter. It's pretty basic. It's nothing really special. But we were playing, me, him, and Max.
And some ridiculous
and
stuff.
And we had
happened.
some commentary on, and he was...
No, it was like
it.
funny moments.
Yeah, and he had made a highlight of funny moments. And that is on YouTube somewhere.
Don't search for it, please.
No. I think I know what you need to search for too. I think I'm still subscribed to your old YouTube channel.
Oh my god! But those that were 3 videos only.
Yeah, those were it was 3 videos.
You still don't have the most awkward videos that I have uploaded. I think I've already deleted.
Which ones were those?
I'm not gonna tell you, motherfucker.
What did you do on them?
Talk shit.
Oh.
No, for real.
That's great.
You know the guy who says, "Jag är till pannkaka."
Yeah.
Yeah, I reincarnated that guy.
Oh. And you don't mean reincarnate, do you? You
reenacted.
Reenacted.
Yeah, I reenacted that guy.
Oh God. The cringe is real.
I was like 9 or 8.
Oof.
Just shut up, all right. I have been in 2 videos that I haven't uploaded myself, and that is Mika's videos. Like I was just scrolling through my Facebook feed, and I saw this video of a guy on a party who like did a little weird dance.
Okay.
He tried to be sexy. And
that's always fun.
He went down on his feet like squatting, and then he like took his knees and like did this.
Oh.
And his pants
ripped
open. And his face was just so hilarious to watch.
And that was William.
No, and that was not me. And then I laughed my ass off because I was sitting in the Discord channel with Mika and Astor.
Okay.
And Mika secretly recorded that laugh. And I was laughing for about 5 good minutes.
Oh. That's nice.
Yeah, like, I could link the video to that in the description or something, so you could go watch it. But
Speaking of YouTube videos, is there any YouTube videos that you've watched and that is your all-time favorite? Just all-time
favorite. Jesus.
Because I think I have one. It's a video called I'm the Best.
I'm the best.
Yes. And it's this hilarious guy who's singing about how great he is. And it's glorious.
Wait, I think you've shown
Da
me
da
this
da.
one.
Da da da. Da da da. Da 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 da. The sun is singing, by the way. That's also a good point. It's hilarious.
Teletubbies.
Yeah. Yes. It's basically Teletubbies grown up.
Oh. Then I don't want to watch it.
It's Tinky Winky singing. You know, yeah.
Don't bring Tinky Winky into this shit.
Oh God, no.
So you haven't been in any YouTube videos
Aside from yours, I don't think so.
aside from mine.
Yes, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any questions?
Well, let's see here. Favorite video game?
Ooh.
That is a difficult one because I like different video games for different reasons. I fucking loved The Last of Us.
Mm-hmm.
That's a piece of art. So I think that's. Then again, I am a very, very big fan of Dishonored. Looking forward to the sequel. The sequel. Yes, they announced it last year, and I think it's coming out like this fall. I think, or maybe it was this winter. It's this year, anyways. It's great.
If I have to pick one, it would probably be Osu, because I've spent so much time.
It's such
on
a
it.
deep story.
Like I exactly. I liked
sorry about that.
League of Legends, but then I stopped playing it for 6 months now since I last played it, and I don't care to come back to it again.
I mean, League of Legends, I feel it's a really fun game, but the community is shit. And I also prefer single-player games purely because I'm in charge, and I like being in charge when I play video games, and I also like to feel like the hero. So when I play League of Legends, which I still do occasionally, I usually play with bots, because because that way I'll always be the one that is overpowered, and I'll feel so brave.
Yeah.
I need that ego boost.
On Osu, I've recently ranked up a bit, so on Taiko, which is a mode for Osu,
Okay.
I am rank 27 in Sweden, which is a big step for me. Like I ranked up from 62 to 27 on 2 weeks.
Ooh,
Which is pretty good.
nice.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Sounds impressive.
Which is, in the world, that would be like 5,000 ranks. So now I'm on 5.5k.
Okay. Well, that's nice. Well, you're a bit more competitive with video games than I am, aren't you? You like this comparing yourself and bettering yourself.
Yeah.
Whereas I often am more inclined to be like, well, I just want an engaging story and good gameplay, and I don't really care if others are better than me. I know they are.
You want to be the boss.
I want to be the boss in the game, but I don't care if others are better than me at the game because they're not playing in my game.
So when you play single player games, do you often play on easy, normal, or hard, or insane?
I mean,
That's an
I
option.
usually go for a normal because I feel like easy would just be not a
challenge.
waste, but I feel like a lot of the game is lost if the game is too easy.
It's no challenge.
Yeah, and you want a bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
But I rarely go upwards from there. I like to keep it at that level. But if I feel like the game is worth it, I'll play it again on a harder difficulty. Batman Arkham City is one of those games where I played it on the New Game Plus mode too, which is you haven't played it, have you?
No.
You in the game you get small hints. For example, when an enemy is attacking, you get small flashes above him that he's going to attack. You don't get that in this new difficulty setting, so you have to see for yourself when the enemy. It becomes a bit harder, and they have more life and things like that. So some games are more worth it than others, I'd say, but.
I've recently been playing Overwatch because I bought it on the LAN party with Isak.
Yeah.
And I really find it to be quite nice. It's a really competitive game, and it's a high-paced game.
Yeah.
Of course. I'm gonna pour up some more cider. While I do that, I will talk in a more fancy way than usual.
I'll take over during that time. Yes, please. I haven't played Overwatch, but I've seen gameplay of it, obviously, and I've also seen how people are like, "Oh, it's the best game ever. It's like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. It's great." Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie, it looks very nice. It does. As I understand it, it's. The abilities are built up kind of like League of Legends, where you have your standard abilities and then you have an ultimate, and they have a cooldown and such. But the gameplay itself is more like Call of Duty, or what?
It's a mixture. Like, have you played what's that game called? Fucking hell. Never mind. It's like a League of Legends based first-person shooter.
Okay.
MOBA.
Okay.
First-person shooter MOBA, kind of. It's like Capture the Hill or Rush, if you played Battlefield.
I haven't played it. No.
Okay. I don't think if there's a team deathmatch, but I haven't played enough, so I don't know too much about it.
Well, it sounds enjoyable, I think.
Do you have any other questions?
No, I don't think so.
All right, so I got another question then.
Okay, great.
Favorite movie?
Oh.
Of all time.
That is a tough one.
Did you even say the favorite game that you had?
Yeah, it was either The Last of Us or Dishonored.
You have to pick one.
Fine, The Last of Us.
The Last of Us, all right.
With Dishonored a very close second. Favorite movie, though? Ooh. I mean, I think that would be either like Ocean's 11, because when I watched it the first time, I was like, holy shit, this is brilliant. Or The Shawshank Redemption.
This Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, that's a
Nick
good
and
one.
Frihet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With is Jamie Foxx in that? No, wait.
No,
No,
that's Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman and someone else. Fuck.
I don't remember.
No,
I'm not good with
I was
actors.
thinking about Django. Have
No.
you seen Django?
I haven't seen.
No, it's
No,
a really good Western film.
How about you? Favorite movie?
I like the apocalyptic themes of movies. They're exciting.
Like I Am Legend and
I Am
stuff?
Legend is nice. But if there's one movie that I would like to see over and over again, it would probably be Independence Day.
The new one or the...
No, the first one.
Oh,
I haven't seen
really?
the new one.
Really?
I like the movie. Like, it's sci-fi, horror
I know
type
a
of
lot of
thing.
people didn't really like it, kid.
Don't.
I know a lot of people didn't like it. It's but I also know quite a few people who say, "Oh, it's a great movie." I haven't personally seen it myself. I haven't seen a lot of movies.
If I can, if I can change the topic from movies to series,
Oh,
would
that's
say-
a good one.
like, I like Breaking Bad. It's awesome. I've seen the whole
Yeah.
Episodes, all the episodes and seasons. But I've recently watched a series called Strange Things. Have you seen it?
No.
No, it's a great series, dude. You should watch
What's it about?
It's about like a monster that is like no one has ever seen it before, like the last episode, I
Okay.
think. And it like defies the space and times physics and stuff.
Okay.
So it's in another dimension,
Okay.
and it rips open space and space fabric to get to people and drag them into hell.
Okay.
And it's a girl that has like I think she's called 11, and I think she's called 11 because she was the 11th project,
Okay.
like the 11th. I can't talk today. You get it.
Yeah, I think I get it. It sounds interesting. It does.
Yeah, you should see it.
Yeah. Well, I'm a fantasy guy. I enjoy fantasy, so obviously Game of Thrones is a big one. I love this new season. It's do you watch it or do you not?
No, by the way, Strange Things is a Netflix original series.
Okay, that explains why I haven't seen it. I don't have Netflix.
Yeah.
But do you watch Game of Thrones?
No.
No. Well, you know what it's about.
The only
basically.
series I've ever watched is Strange Things and Breaking Bad.
Like watched on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Because you've seen like The Simpsons, Friends.
Yeah, but
Family Guy.
I don't count them in because they're
They're,
not
they're
series.
basics. It is series. They are series. Technically.
Well, there are always different
Well, there's-
themes for every episode.
Yes. But it's still a TV series.
Yeah, but I don't.
It's a different kind of TV
I don't
series. I'll
count
give you
it-
that.
I don't count it as series because they're not continuous with the story.
Well, sometimes they are.
Sometimes, but not all the time.
But yeah, you're kind of right in the sense. I'd say they are series, but they're different kinds of series. But I'd say probably my favorite series. Does anime count? Because I've seen a few good animes.
Yeah, sure.
You didn't make it easier. Fuck. So I'm gonna count. I'm not gonna count animes.
Naruto.
No, it's not the best. It's definitely the one I've stuck with the longest.
Same.
Yeah, because I was there.
I feel like
I've been there for
I feel like
years.
such a weeb right now.
Yeah. But I've already read the manga before this last video game that came out that had the entire story too. So I already know what's gonna happen, and I don't know. Have they had their last episode yet?
No.
No.
They
For those
delete-
of you that
like,
don't read the manga, it's pretty good.
for the last month, like they upload once a week.
Yeah.
But last time they delayed it with 1 week, and this time they also delayed it with 1 week. So it's like 2
Oh.
episodes per month,
That sucks.
which is bad.
Yeah, that is. But as animes, I'd say my favorite is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That is a really good one.
It's a good one.
But as far as TV series go, I might have to go with. I really, really do like Friends. It's an old show. Yeah. It's an old show. It might be tied with Game of Thrones. But it's so funny. It's hilarious. I love it.
Bazinga.
That's not Friends.
That's comedy. So much comedy.
Oh, that's not Friends.
Comedy overload. All right. Do you have any good jokes?
Good jokes.
Yeah, good jokes. I know that I have some. Go ahead.
In which city in the world are you most likely to get in a car queue?
I don't know.
Constantinople. That's a good one.
Nice.
Okay. Go for a joke.
Fuck, I just realized all my jokes is in Swedish and they don't work in English. So never mind.
Only Swedish puns. Way to prepare, William. Way to prepare.
All right, you guys can translate, so I'll just pull a Swedish joke.
Okay.
Hur mår barnen i Chernobyl?
Strålande.
You got it. You fucking got it.
It's terrible.
It's terrible, but it's
kind of funny.
It's kind of funny. Like,
I mean, terrible things can be funny. I wish more people could see this and apply it in reality, because I feel like if there has been a tragedy, he was, by the way, speaking of Chernobyl, if there has been a tragedy such as 9/11, I feel like the best way of getting on, after a while, of course, you give it some time to close up, but after a while, the best way of moving it on and putting it behind us is to joke about it, no matter how upset some people might get about it. And those people just need to realize that we're not making jokes at the expense of the victims, but rather we're trying to make people laugh and forget about the awfulness.
I agree.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say.
I don't know what you were going to say.
Terrible things can be happy. No, funny. Terrible things can be funny.
Yes.
The life of Erik.
It's funny because it's true. No, my life right now is pretty great. Are you opening Pokemon Go now?
Maybe.
Yes, he's opening Pokemon Go, people. The servers are down? What?
The servers are... Oh, they are up.
There we
All right. Let's see.
Let's see.
Oh, no.
Oh, is there an Oddish nearby? Yes, there is.
Oh my god.
There's an Oddish.
Where?
Oh my god.
Where? Why am I walking?
Well,
I'm standing still.
I don't know. Anyways, I think it's highly rude to play Pokemon Go when we're having a podcast. William, shame on you.
Shame. Shame on you. If you can't dance too. What's your favorite music genre?
Music genre? Oh.
I got so many, but I can't decide.
Yeah,
And
pretty much the same here.
That brings me up to another question or topic that I have after this question.
Well, I don't have one specific that I like. I've got a few that I'm not that much into, but I haven't got any that I feel is like that's the best.
I got another question then.
Okay.
Which genre do you mostly listen to right now?
I have no idea.
You don't? You switch out of out of genres?
I switch so much. Let's just
see what you last played.
Give me a moment.
I'll see what I played
and we'll see
last.
My search history on Spotify, because it is random as fuck.
All right, same.
Let's see here. Fire in the Rain, Måns Zelmerlöw. Veronica Maggio. Crying in the Rain by the Everly Brothers. You're Gonna Go Far, Kid.
Oh, nice.
The Pretender.
The Pretender?
Yeah.
By Infected Mushroom?
No, by Foo Fighters.
Oh. Infected Mushroom had a song that is called The Pretender as well.
So Sick, the Neo song. AC/DC, just the band in general. My Medicine. Follow You. Avril Lavigne. Bond. I was looking for a
James Bond.
Bond playlist. Yes.
All right. So
The Virgin Marys, Paramore. Yeah.
I'll go through mine.
Yeah. Okay.
First we have Lady Marmalade.
Oh yes, it was in the car.
And then we and then we have Problematic. It's a dubstep song that I'm currently mapping on Osu. I listen to Camellia, which is drum and bass. Pierce the Veil. You know who they are?
I've heard their name before.
Yeah, it's like punk pop metal type of thing. A lot of Dirty Loops.
Okay.
You know those are.
Those are the Swedish guys, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And like the most listened to genre for me right now would be drum and bass or dubstep or trap.
Okay.
So that's basically like electronic music.
Okay, electronic music.
So
I often don't find an electronic music that appealing, to be honest. I don't know why.
So you
It's
don't
just-
like my songs?
I'm not. Some songs are good. I'll give you that. But generally, as a genre, generally I prefer
Acoustic or
acoustic or rock or something.
yeah, instrumental.
Yeah, instrumental music.
Okay. So I had another topic that I was thinking of when
What
I
was
said genres.
Genres. Okay.
I'm probably gonna get a tattoo
Okay.
somewhere, either on my
Interesting.
arms or on my legs.
Okay.
And I have a really good theme for it.
Okay.
For every tattoo, I take like the music genre I love the most at the time,
Okay.
and then I will just put it on my arm or legs and go on with all genres I love.
Okay.
I think that's
So
a
you'll
good
have a
theme.
list.
I have a music themed tattoo.
Yeah, you will have.
I will
after
have.
a while. I feel like I wouldn't mind having a tattoo. I just don't know what it would be, or where I would have it. I've had a few ideas. For example, well, a few almost nerdy ones. We've got Corvo's tattoo from Dishonored on the hand.
Oh.
I've thought about that one. I've also thought about from Full Metal Alchemist, Scar. You know the character Scar? He has this full arm tattoo.
A sleeve.
Yeah. It's not a complete sleeve, I'd say. But he's got one on each arm. One
Okay.
for deconstruction and one for reconstruction.
Okay.
And that has kind of a philosophical sound. So that would be kind of nice. Yeah, I've got a few.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Had a few Harry Potter themed ones.
No, please.
But it's
Oh,
so good.
No.
Do you know how much on a scale from 1 to 10 I love Harry Potter?
Yeah, but
About
How
9
much?
and 3/4.
how much, like, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you think that the people on the tattoo salon will, like, laugh at you?
Oh, I don't care if people laugh at me.
Alright, Harry Potter is fucking awesome.
It is.
So, would you rather like to be at a big party or like a silent
Or a
place?
small
a
small collection of friends.
a small collection of friends.
Definitely a small collection of friends.
Okay.
I'm not much of a party person.
I can't agree with that.
He's the party dude.
Yeah.
And I realize that I so often forget to look into the camera. Which you probably should do. I mean,
You shouldn't.
really?
No. We should just look each other in the eyes. Hashtag thumbnail. That would be an
No homo.
awesome
No homo.
thumbnail. No, for real.
It would be. How long have we gone on?
Do you want to like get
51.
get all the thumbnails for the rest of the podcast right now? Like, there we go, and we're done.
Yeah, that's we're never gonna need anything else for any thumbnail ever.
Exactly. We'll just have to, if you're not here and we have Robin instead, we'll
Yeah.
just Photoshop him in.
Yeah, we'll just put him here,
Like-
a tiny head right here.
Right here. No, right on this bottle.
Yes, here is Robin.
So,
Yeah. Speaking of Robin, if we are ever 3 people, we won't be able to do this, do it like this.
no.
Because for the people who aren't watching, we're sitting outside at a pretty small table.
It's one times 60 cent. 100 times 60 centimeters.
Okay. So it's not that big. It's pretty small. And he wouldn't fit. He'd have to stand behind us. And it would just be awkward. So we'll have to find a better solution for then. We'll probably be inside by that point, too.
Mm-hmm.
But today was a good day, and he wanted to smoke. So that's why we're outside today.
That's not the main purpose of being outside. It's nice weather. Like, it's 23 degrees outside right now.
Yes, and for the people from that might be from hotter countries where they're like, 23, that's fucking freezing. First of all, this is degrees Celsius, in case you were wondering.
It's not Fahrenheit.
Not Fahrenheit. This is Sweden. Gothenburg, to be precise. 23 degrees here is hot.
Last summer it was 35 at the top.
Yeah, at
And
the
that
top.
was at the time that I was working on my on the house when we were like building the porch, the front porch, and it was so my legs were burning from the sun when the wooden planks that I fucking laid on. It's but it was a nice
Painful.
weather. Like, I was sweating so much.
Though last year, I believe, was a very bad summer. There was a lot of rain. I think.
But
Yeah.
like 3 days were 30 or 35 degrees.
Yeah.
In
It was a
between there.
Wait, sorry. It was a pretty hot summer, but I think it was very wet too. It was like Turkey,
Very wet.
and I mean the country. I went there a few years ago, and the humidity was just awful in combination with the heat. If you hung up like swimming clothes to dry, they would not dry. It probably depends on where in Turkey you are too. But where I was, it was awful. I still had a good time. Feel I should point that out, but
I hope so. So, what are your plans for the rest of the summer break?
not much really. Hopefully find out pretty soon whether I got into Chalmers or not. And
The university.
yeah, the university. Other than that, I don't have many plans. Possibly go out with a boat for a while. I'll probably spend a lot of time with my girlfriend. It's a pretty safe bet to say that I'll probably spend a bit of time with you too.
Probably.
Yeah. It's more than likely. But Otherwise, I don't think I have any plans. How about yourself?
Editing. Working.
Just editing. All of the day.
Editing this together would take a couple of hours.
Yeah, when do you think it will be up?
July 23rd.
Today is 21st. So,
2 days of editing and uploading.
Yeah. And it probably would go faster if you didn't have other things to do as well.
I don't think I have so much to do this weekend. So it's okay for me.
Oh, really? Nice.
So it will be up on Saturday, hopefully.
Sweet.
Yeah, so that's probably it.
Yeah, we're at 56, almost 57 minutes. It's a pretty short one, but we're only 2 people, and it wasn't very well prepared, as you probably realized. We'd kind of winged a lot of the...
You don't have to say that.
Well, it's an excuse in case they think it's not that great.
So, thanks for watching or listening, whether you're on SoundCloud or YouTube. I'll put a link in the description for the video that I was featured in. Do you have any last words?
Not really.
Do
Do you mind putting a link in the description to your old channel?
If I find it.
Oh, I can send you a link.
I might not get that.
Well, regardless, this has been Erik.
And this is William.
And
And
have a good day.
Have a good day.